this is the Champions League. During the anthem, I think you can just take in the atmosphere and you can feel, it's not a regular game. It's a different game. It gives you goosebumps and, makes you realize that you're at the top of the game right now. My first memory, I would say, is, in the streets of Haiti. Just playing in the streets with my friends, having fun, just kicking the ball around. When I was about 6, my family, we decided to move to Canada just to try and live a better life. I didn't really get involved with football when I first arrived. We used to play American football. When I first got into football was when I was 10. My dad decided just to put me in a team. The Champions League for me was just watching it on TV, watching it at home with friends or with my dad at home, just watching any game possible. The goal Ronaldinho scored against AC Milan when he cut the ball with his right foot and finished with his left, and after he took off his shirt and celebrated. I don't know why, but it's always something that comes in the back of my mind every time I think about the Champions League. My coach was obviously someone that helped me a lot. He was my first and only coach. Even though I did different teams, he was my coach throughout all the years until I was 17 and moved to Ghent. Not even on the pitch, he helped me a lot just in life in general, because he was like also a father to me. He helped me a lot, gave me a lot of advice. And even when we started when he was 11, the message to our group that he said was, I'm trying to develop players to play in Europe, not to go to the MLS academies, but go to Europe and make a career. Watching a bit of Didier Drogba, Samuel Eto'o, and just those quick finishes, if it's with the toe, that side of the foot, just any type of finishes you can get. Thierry Henry, the way he drops off, dribbles with the ball, takes on players. It's just watching the little details of his game, something you can take and put into your game. And I was, maybe 15, 16. And our coach decided to film every game, make a video for each player to have their own video and do something they want with it. So that could help me have a visual of what type of player I am and what I can do. And after we all met together, then we talked about trying to find me trials in Europe. This was my dream since I was young. And to be, this close to living it and already being in that environment and have a chance to do it. Second game of the season, I'm on the bench at home and we're losing this game. And there's maybe 10 minutes to go. The coach decides to put me on and I don't even think of, I have to try to score a goal. I just think, let me just go out there and just try to have fun, touch a couple of balls, just try to make something happen. And fortunately for me, there was a cross in the box, came back to me, and I just finished it and went in. And I think at that moment, I didn't even know what I was thinking. It was just pure joy. I was just running around happy, and at that time, I didn't even realize what I actually did. But I think it was the beginning of something really big. I noticed that the intensity was higher. Maybe the trainings were shorter, but it was very intense and it was very demanding on the body. It took some time to adapt. For me, it was about working hard and putting the work in. So sometimes after training, I would stay and work on my finishing or work on my dribbling, just different type of things, just to make sure, when I get to the game, I'm sharper, that I'm ready. And obviously, eventually, it did pay off. As the season went on, we just found ourselves at the top, and we still had to play Lyon in one of our five last games. This is maybe the most memorable game of the season, being down 2-0, then coming back and winning 3-2. after we won that game, I think that we knew within ourselves that we're winning the league this season. During the anthem, I think you can just take in the atmosphere and you can feel, it's not a regular game, it's a different game. It gives you goosebumps and, makes you realize that you're at the top of the game right now. Finishing first in the group was very important for us because we knew what it meant, not only for us but for the club, because it would be the first time that the club finishes first in the group stage, and that would mean that we go into the history of the club. And I think as a player, anywhere you go, you always want to leave your handprints on the club. What I do sometimes is I do a bit of gym at home. I always like to work on penalties, just to work on my shooting technique, not really for penalties specifically. I like to work on dribbling, driving with the ball, being more dangerous with the ball at my feet and just taking on defenders. And after, you just have to try to implement it in games. You just have to be willing to have the guts and to just try it in games to see how it goes, because if you don't do it, it's never gonna come off and you're just training for nothing. For me, it's important to help the people that are less fortunate or don't have the same opportunities that you have, just to give back to the community. Haiti also is where I'm from, where I grew up, so obviously it's something I want to do and to help them. It's only the beginning, but yeah, I'm working on different things that I can do to help Haiti. I think it comes back to what my coach told me as first. Football is important, but he always told me being a good man is always the most important thing, because people remember you by the way you are and how you act, and not necessarily how you play on the pitch.